What's going on, beautiful people? This is Nate here.
It's Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Game Music Life podcast, episode 92.
Yeah,
I got it right, man.
92
got it right
things, man. In the books, eight away.
Yeah,
8 away from the big one.
We still got this we're gonna do for 100.
You know what, man? I got a little idea.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? We might have to talk about that out.
We'll poly about it. All right, man. Busy week.
It has
Crazy
been.
week. Not gaming wise. We still got much to talk about gaming. You know, more rants I'm gonna talk about today. But we'll start with what we've been playing. What have you been playing, bro?
That 2K.
2K?
Hey, all day, every day, man. I got my player. We are about to go into the finals, face the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? Got up to 88. I'm trying to get to a 90. I can get that bike in the my park or whatever.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's just grind.
Really?
Grind and hustle, always.
Nothing else?
Nah, nope.
Okay.
Nope, nothing else. You know, actually, I did play Destiny 2 for a little bit.
You know, Nate said he saw you on there for a little bit.
Yeah, I played for maybe like an hour or two, man. I actually was playing some PvP.
Okay, what'd you think?
It was decent. It was fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you went back to it, man.
A little something.
It's a good shooter.
It's not bad.
All right, man. So I'm going to play Cuphead. Okay. I erased my file by accident, so went back to the beginning of the game. I cannot get past the first level.
Rough.
That game is hard.
Hey, that's the word around town, man.
Very
That's what
hard,
everybody
man.
says.
And the thing about it is, I thought I was playing because I was streaming it on my Steam handheld, thinking that was maybe the issue, but it's no lag or anything. So I wanted to play. I played it on the big screen again. I couldn't get past the first level.
Hey, man. You know, that was what they were aiming for, was to make one of those old school, really tough games again.
Yeah.
So.
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah. It's a good game. Also, too, it's one of those games where there's so much going on the screen that you kind of lose focus on your character. So I'm just kind of like looking around. Actually, this is my season out, man. Like, so.
That's what it always seemed like to me, because it's like an animation reel going on in the background, too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I'm here for it. I'm rooting for the guys who made that. I read a story that they were, the guys that made it were living out their cars for like a year and a half.
Wow, that's dedication.
Absolutely, man. They sold it for $15.99. I appreciate it.
Yeah, get that money.
Besides that, I played a little bit of Destiny. I'm almost at the end game on that.
A little bit of Destiny?
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. Well, a lot of Destiny.
Okay.
It's more so because like I get on every night with the fellas and we play, and we do our raids and things like that. And I'm just like, I'm almost at the end game because I'm at max level on 2 of my characters, and one guy's like 1 level away. So, but it's still fun. You know, I still think playing Destiny with the homies is actually a fun thing.
There you go.
We'll get you back on there too, play with us. And then also Fortnite. It's a beta. It's a free download right now.
Okay.
What it is 100 people. They drop you into a world. You start off with an axe.
Okay.
So you can go in with a squad of 4, or you go in by yourself, and you just go and like it's a survival game. So the last man standing is the end of the game.
Okay.
So I played about 3 matches. I played with one of my homeboys who plays Destiny with me. We got down to the final 2 and got killed, and then the other 2 matches I got like in the top 30s or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Okay, Xbox.
Yes.
Xbox,
I don't know if it's for PS4 or not, but it's fun.
I mean, I play on Xbox. It's cool.
Okay, it's fun though because they start with 100 people, like I said, and then after about a minute and a half, they shrink the world in, so they make everybody come together. Before you know it, you're like the last 4 or so, and you got to last. But it's a silly fun game. I didn't play. There's a zombie mode on there too. You can play kind of like a horde mode, but I didn't play that one yet. I hear that one's pretty fun too. But you should pick. It's free.
How long is the beta going to be open?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's the thing, I don't know. It just says beta, and like everyone's playing it. So I was like, let me see what it's like. And I started playing it. I'm like, this is really fun.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, so it's a good game. But other than that, that's it, man. Like I said, it's Destiny. A lot of that.
I heard that, man. I'm going to get back in that Destiny, man, because when I was playing it was fun, man. It's just 2K requires so much time and dedication.
Really?
Yeah, like it really is a grind this year. Like they made it a bit of a racket just because my player, like it takes a long time to level your guy up.
Okay.
With it, everybody I feel like is just kind of pushing through there. Like if you're not playing consistently, man, putting in a couple hours every day, you're going to be trash.
So you're going against Golden State, you going to win?
Hey man, I don't know. I mean, we've been sweeping the playoffs. We took 1 loss to Giannis Antetokounmpo out there in the Bucks, but yeah, the Warriors are going to be a different beast. I play shooting guard, so I'm going to be matched up on Clay. So
okay, you body Clay. Yeah.
I hope.
Those shoes will get them lean ins, man. That alone should get you over. All right, man. So here we go again. Switch is dead. Week 23. Nintendo was reportedly opened up to bringing in more mature content to the Switch.
Yeah.
Is this what the Switch needs, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
I mean, I feel like this is moving in the right direction. Now, will it make me want to buy it? No, because I mean, we've got systems that all this content is going to look better on, and the portable concept of it isn't really that intriguing to me. But I definitely do think that that's a boost that they're willing to go that far, even though I think that if they're going to do anything, they first need to correct their online
They got to
play.
They got to fix that from the ground up.
Yeah, like you got to go all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Get that right because it's busted.
Some kind of technology to where like maybe your phone can be your hotspot for it or something. I mean that data fees would apply in that case, but everybody got limited data at this point. Nintendo got to figure out some way to make the Switch viable.
Yeah,
they not getting over with just Mario Odyssey in the latter of the year, and then
we might even need a V2. Like they might need to just go ahead and go all the way in, man. Go ahead and put Bluetooth in that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Give it better internet capabilities.
Yeah,
just go all in.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean.
But
that man, would we be here for it at that point though?
I mean, I still wouldn't be buying it, but I would at least be able to feel a little bit more confident about what the direction that Nintendo's headed in.
Right. I would want them, if they're going to make a new revision, cut the price. Like cut the price maybe down $100.
Because what is it at right now? It's at $299.
$299.
Yeah, I mean that seems kind of par for course though.
Absolutely. $199.
But I don't know. It's like more powerful systems are right around that same price, if not lower. And then we got Xbox One S, we got PS4 Pro out there already, which is going on deep discounts these days. I don't know if you've been peeping.
I saw that.
It's going on deep discounts these days. So I don't know, man. Like Switch is in a very tough spot. Very tough.
And the thing about this, people like we get emails about it, like we're being critical on it, but I really want someone to school me on why I should buy a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm all for it. Like once the library grows a little bit, man, I think that it would definitely be worth the purchase. But it's like right out of the box, I just don't see the draw, and nobody can really give us any type of insight as to, oh man, why do you need to go get this console besides, oh, Nintendo made it.
Right.
Zelda.
Well, in the next story we're going to talk about here, patent filed for Retro Classic for the Game Boy. Like. That right there is the reason why I think the Switch is not doing well.
I mean, I kind of feel like Nintendo jumping the shark with that. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, first of all, in theory, retro Game Boy is very cool in theory, but when you really break it down, like I don't want to play on a green screen with little pixels.
No,
like,
that's the thing. They're gonna have to change it up because like even like the Game Boys that I look at now are selling because I was gonna pick one up is the backlit ones, the ones that are the Game Boy Advance with the backlight on it,
Color Game Boy Advance, yeah.
And those are people retro them and put like Raspberry Pis inside them, so they make it real viable. Selling a regular Game Boy Classic, like. Come on, like
it's kind of ridiculous.
Like you said, the green screen on it, that's ridiculous, bro.
They'd be better off selling like an add-on to your phone where I could just slide my phone in there and I can go ahead and jump in there and get those games because it's really ridiculous to think that anybody's gonna want a Game Boy Classic, even though it'll probably outsell the Switch.
It will outsell the Switch. You're right about that. But even more importantly, though, man, it's not even the next one on the totem pole. It should be the N64.
I believe N64 is next up because I mean that patent got filed earlier this year, I believe. So that one should be the next one coming. But they're saying that the Game Boy Classic or the Game Boy Retro Classic handheld is supposed to be coming as well. I don't see where the focus is. It just feels like at this point they're just trying to just milk their consumer base for everything that they're worth.
But why don't you just throw it all on the Switch though?
Hey man,
I don't get it.
That would be a great idea, right?
They can get the money then.
The Switches ain't moving all like that. So they like, man, well, how can we take them up top some other way?
I tell you what it was, that Nintendo and that Super Nintendo Retro where they got videos of people fighting for them and stuff in line. Like that's the problem.
They were ready. They were like, oh, okay, well, this is what you'll do. We're here for this.
Right.
Even though I ain't gonna lie, I'm here for that N64 Retro.
Oh, me too.
I'm here for that.
N64 is one of my favorite consoles, and the GameCube was one of my favorite ones too.
I never had one.
Okay.
So this will be like finally getting to go back for me.
Okay.
So I'm here for it. Man.
I will say, I think Nintendo 64, they're probably gonna break the bank on that. They'll probably sell it for $99.99. Hey, I'm pretty sure they will.
I'd pay it gladly.
I think people would too.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. All right, but the Game Boy, we're not here for that though.
I mean, how this is gonna kind of be the straw that broke the camel's back, bro.
Okay.
The DS is still out here, man, moving weight. Like that's why I don't need a Game Boy Color. I don't need a Game Boy Advance. If I really want to play a Game Boy, I'll get a DS and do everything and more.
They're still selling me, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. So Sony got they just announced they're going to release 60 VR games. A big push for that.
Yeah.
Coming in 2018.
Surprising. I thought that support for VR was dead. But
me too.
It's nice to see that Sony is not giving up on it just yet.
They can't give up. Because they put so much money into it, and they put out the VR headset. They're the only console that has one.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can, but I think it's going to be very interesting to see how they go about this because Sony VR is dead, bro.
Right now it is because there's nothing to play on VR, nothing worthwhile.
Exactly. Like, what do you want to do on VR now? They had something with Resident Evil. I do think they had something there with that.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil was the only thing. They should have kept some more stuff coming.
And I mean, that was like one title, man. You got to play it for a couple hours. Nobody's playing Resident Evil anymore. It's over.
No.
It's over with.
Once you beat it once, you're done. I mean, I'm not playing it at all.
Right. I'm good. I'm good on that.
I'm good on the scary, man.
But
so
60 titles, man, that's kind of impressive, man. I'm glad. Price is coming down on the VR headsets. And honestly, if PlayStation's VR does well, that means VR as a whole is going to do better.
Yes.
Because, I mean, is Oculus even still in production?
No, they dropped the price on it.
Did they?
They're dropping the price to $399.
See, I thought that they just discontinued it and they're trying to get rid of that.
They're coming out with a new
inventory.
model. It's going to be $399. So they are trying to get them out there.
And then who else had one? Was it HTC Vive or
HTC
something?
Vive.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Nobody cared about that.
Yeah, nobody cared about that. So I don't know, man. Gaming is one of those things. If like we're talking about retro games, we just had a big story about retro gaming, and I think that was the time when games were good. And there are some good games out now, but VR, man, I don't know if we're here for that. That's kind of like the latest drop in the pan, like
it is.
like the 3D glasses and all that stuff. It was like it came and went. I think VR is gonna do the same thing.
You're probably right. You're probably right, but at least they're trying. I thought that they jumped the ship completely, but hey, they're saying that they're still here. They're still going to support the people who dropped that coin on those VR headsets. So that's what's up for them, at least.
They have to. So that's it for gaming.
Yeah,
there is nothing going on.
Hey, man, we're waiting for the holidays.
Exactly. Other than Battlefront 2 beta is out, and it looks good. People are up in hysteria about this game right now because they have a bunch of microtransactions that you can only get like certain characters and certain is it characters or models? Well, anyways, certain like statues behind the paywall. You can only get them by buying the packages.
Dirty.
The microtransactions are winning out here, man.
I'm never going to support microtransactions, but somebody actually did say something that made sense. Like, man, if you think about games staying at that $59.99 and under price point for so long, with the exception of like deluxe editions and collector's editions, that's pretty amazing considering, all the money that goes into development for these games at this point. Now, on the other hand, it's like, hey, these developers, they're selling a lot more units than they did back in the day, but the cost of production, of course, is a lot more.
Right.
If you go back and you look at what Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo games were costing, man, they were $60 and more back then.
Yeah, they were expensive.
Yeah, they were very expensive.
There wasn't no DLC, though. And with those games, it wasn't when you bought them, that was it. When the patches,
if you bought a busted game, it was going to be busted for life.
And our parents get a game once a year.
Yeah.
Lucky if
you're gonna play it.
You're going to play that game. Yeah. You're going to know it in and out.
I don't care if it's busted or not.
That's a great point, though, bro, because I think that's the reason why we enjoyed the games back in the day more. Like, when I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, that was it. Yeah. Like, you had that game for a year. Yeah. And that was it. You might get one more game from Grandma if Grandma got you one.
If they were showing love, man.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So, yeah, microtransactions for the win, man.
Yeah.
So, your boy, Ohio State, Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, man.
So, listen, the roller coaster that he must have went on this week must have been crazy. Because at one point, they reinstated him.
Yep.
He was playing. Then they said, nah, we got to get suspensions, got to get upheld. Then they released it again, said he could play. Now, ultimately, they're saying that he's going to serve this penalty.
That's 6 games, man. Yeah. Cold-blooded, man. It's cold how they playing with the boy out there.
At some point, I think he should have just been like, I'm just going to take the punishment. Because after it's drug on for so long, I think it makes him look bad.
I mean, but if he feels like if he truly didn't do anything wrong, like you have an obligation to protect your reputation and your name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of in accepting that 6-game suspension is kind of an admission of guilt at the same time.
It is.
So I can understand him, fighting that tooth and nail again if he is not guilty of the things that they're saying that he did. Even though it's like, man, you did have some undeniable goofs out here, man. Right. But they trying to play the boy like Saccharin out here.
He could have played it better. It could have been just out the way a little bit more. I say it all the time. I know it's harder to do.
He been laying low.
He has.
I mean, he knocked the DJ out a while ago, but since then he been laying low.
But it paints a picture of him like he's this uncontrollable guy.
It does.
You know what I mean? And it's like no team's going to take a chance on him with that type of thing. And he's an amazing runner, but it's even with Dallas. I'm an Eagles fan. I don't really care for Dallas, but I will say some of the backlash he's getting from all this is unfair. Yeah. Like they're saying, like, oh, it's because of that line. He's even any good. They're going to plug somebody else in there and win. Now, Dallas has a bye this week, so they don't play this week. But next week, with him not being there, Dallas is going to be in trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. They've already been having a tough season as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What happened to Dez Bryant?
Yeah, that's a great question.
That might be a question for another pod.
It is, but you talk to a Cowboys fan, they'll say like it's because of Dak. Like Dak doesn't throw the deep ball. I think Dez is just slow. I think he's a physical receiver. He's never been a burner.
So get the physical 15-yard catches, bro.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, them is first down.
I know.
You know, they can use them.
I know.
I don't know what's up with
I don't
that.
know. Well, that's another topic it's a topic for another day, but that's a very good one because you talk to Dallas fans, they'll try to swear you up and down he's still in top 10 receivers.
Hey,
I know 10 receivers off the top I can take before him.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I would like to believe that, but it just hasn't been showing proof for him.
Absolutely, man. So the GOAT, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
All right. He says he's not feeling the super team, says 2 teams will be great and the other 28 will be garbage.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Hey, man, I've been singing these since LeBron
I
went to
thought
Miami.
you talked to him. I was about to say, when you talked to him or something.
You know what I'm saying? I talked some sense into the GOAT finally.
Yeah.
You know, he understands. I'm not for it.
Yeah.
I'm not for it at all. Golden State, I don't like Kevin Durant's move. I understood it. I don't like LeBron's move. I understood it. But what it's doing to the league in general, man, it's really hurting basketball altogether. And they're going to have to do something to put a clamp on that eventually.
The greats that we grew up watching, how often do they switch teams? Like, I don't think they switched a lot.
They didn't switch.
Because let's just go through. Like, David Robinson never switched teams. Tim Duncan never switched teams.
Yeah.
Jordan never switched teams. Pippen switched at later in his career when Mike retired.
That's really when you started seeing people jump.
Yeah.
I would say the first stars that I really remembered. I mean, like Wilt jumped teams a little bit, but it was different.
Yeah,
time.
definitely different. There's only 10 teams.
But I mean, Barkley.
Yeah.
Barkley's like the first guy I remember like really jumping around in his prime.
He got traded though.
He did.
He didn't leave.
That's
That's
a
a big difference.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess free agency really wasn't all like that.
Shaq got
before.
traded.
Yeah, but they forced their way out.
They forced their way out.
They did. Force
Shaq
their way
didn't.
Out. No, Shaq.
Kobe Bean got him up out of there.
No, think about the Magic to the Lakers.
That's
Shaq
true.
forced his way on about it. Well, actually, he just didn't take the deal. Was he the first one to leave in free agency?
Maybe.
Yeah,
you might be right.
Yeah,
you might be right.
He jumped on up out of there because he felt disrespected by the Magic's offer because they didn't want to make him the highest paid player because they knew they had to pay Penny.
They had to pay Penny, right? And Penny got hurt and he was gone, man. I don't know. I agree with Mike. I agree with you. It took me a while to come around to it. I'll be honest with you because at first I'm like, man, LeBron can do what he won. He gave Cleveland 7 years.
Yeah.
Just hopping around like this, man. I'm really not a fan of it. Now it's the rumors he's going to another team next year.
I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
You know what? And I wouldn't even been so upset about LeBron going to Miami if he just went to Miami. It was pulling down Bosh too. That it was kind of like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to be mellow.
Yeah,
like they conspired to get a super team.
But
man.
getting that third person in there, it's like, yo, that's kind of sick of you. Like, if you just wanted to move, hey, fine, no problem. But it's like now you're conspiring,
right?
And you're moving chess pieces around the league,
right.
And you're kind of bending the conference to your will.
Yeah,
and I don't like that.
To the point where the league can't even control it.
Yeah,
like they can't even get tampering charges in there because these guys play AAU ball. They're friends off the court, more than anything. So it's like they talk all the time.
And I mean, they were free agents. They do what they wanted.
They do,
you know.
So. But this year has been a lot, though, Kev. You got to admit. I know you're saying it's always a movement in the past, but this year, man, you got all these players playing on different teams.
I guess it feels like it wasn't a lot because nobody built a team that could compete with Golden State. So it's kind of like, nah.
When you broke it down like that, and me and Chan both agree with you on that point. But because I still think Golden State is still the White Walkers.
Yeah, it's like they did all of this, but it was like
it's crazy too because you look at Golden State's roster on paper and you look at Cleveland's roster on paper just for comparison. Cleveland on paper looks way more loaded.
They do.
You know?
Listen, they couldn't win a preseason game.
Golden State, besides the top four, they got some bums on that. I mean, not bums, but they got some guys that you don't really know about. But they got the guys that's gonna do the dirty work.
Yeah. I mean, they got guys like Sean Livingston, where it's like, yo, he's not gonna be out here just like he's not gonna be out there just oohing and wowing you with his skill level, but
right.
Like as a point guard, being 6'7", matchup nightmare.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
his
saying?
plus minus is crazy. Although every time I watch him, I just want to make sure his knee don't pop out again.
Zaza gonna goon you out.
Yeah, Zaza gonna goon you out. Yeah.
But yeah, I know.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was gruesome.
Oh, it was gruesome,
man.
Yeah.
It was amazing he bounced back the way he did.
I'd have been done.
But JaVale.
Yeah.
JaVale out there, man. He might not have the highest basketball IQ, man, but he's a unicorn.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just out there 7 feet tall, man, running the length of the court.
Right.
No problems.
And he's coming to your local town buying the ladies Chipotle and leaving them stranded. So.
No Chipotle for you.
No
he buys Chipotle for himself and makes you watch him eat it. Yeah. No Chipotle for you.
But another guy on the team, Draymond Green, the goon, man. He laughs about stacked teams trying to compete. Says there's no chance. They stand no chance. I'm sorry. Says the Cavs didn't stand a chance last year and they didn't sweep them.
Dre might got to shut up a little bit because, that's
building some more material.
Yeah, but it's like you don't want to down talk your competition like that because that's when you end up with egg on your face.
Yeah,
that's what at least that's what I've noticed in my experiences. So I don't know if that was a good idea by
that's
Dre,
him,
but he's feeling good.
Yeah, that's him though.
And I mean, he got every right to feel good.
Absolutely.
That team is stacked.
That team is very stacked because of him. But that's the thing though. It's like if you tell him to be quiet or you tell him to calm it down, you're taking his edge away. Yeah. That's his edge. You know.
And you know what the thing about Golden State I think that maybe makes me most mad is like you can't. Like, they are a super team talent-wise, but you can't really call them a super – like, they didn't band this team together to be a super team. It's like they built through the draft, trades and acquisitions. The only free agent that
KD.
they got was KD.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they had already proven that they could win
Yeah.
at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, like you said, on paper, though, it's like it's really swapping Harrison Barnes for KD. And you're going to make that trade 100 out of 100 times.
Got to.
You got to. And Harrison was decent, but he came up missing in that finals when they played the Cavs.
What's he doing in Dallas these days?
I don't know. He put up decent numbers, but, he's no KD.
Nowhere. Right. Come on.
That unicorn's out there running around last year, bro. If he can repeat that, then I don't see nobody beating him.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough call, man. It's like you can't even talk about Golden State like cheated because it's like, nah, man, they built the majority of this through the draft.
Right.
What can you do?
All right, man. So other Cavs news, man. J.R. Smith says he's unhappy about being benched.
Yeah.
J.R. should have saw the writing on the wall.
I mean, when I heard his explanation, it made a lot more sense because he's like, the competitor in me felt like, when D-Wade was coming, first it was told to me that, he's going to, give us energy off the bench, give us a lift off of the bench. So he's like, all right, cool. And then it's, hey, no, he's going to be starting. He's like, I didn't even feel like I got a chance as a professional to compete for my spot.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, no, it doesn't matter how good you're playing, you're coming off the bench. And he's like, man, it feels like I'm back in New York, which I really hate to hear because it sounds like there's already a little bit of chemistry issue on the Cavs right now.
Winning cures all, though, Kev.
It does, but I mean, they ain't winning.
Yeah,
they ain't. I mean, the preseason they struggled.
They did struggle. I saw even when LeBron played, it was like they were just giving up a lot of points.
Man, I saw D-Wade threw an alley-oop to LeBron off the backboard. Man, they completely missed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, man, he threw it up. Man, LeBron couldn't catch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? LeBron went down. They looking at each other. I'm like, oh man.
See, I didn't watch any preseason.
Oh man,
so
I've been bagging the preseason.
I just been watching this. I get the scores and I check the scores. And they get up a ton of points.
Yeah.
Even as Orlando, they won. They gave like 107 points.
Yeah.
To Orlando.
Hey man.
So we'll see. Locking up is gonna be their issue, but it's a long NBA season.
They got a lot of time to learn to gel and all that stuff. But I don't like the keeping up with Kardashians drama.
I'm telling you, that's a block.
JR's over here complaining, man.
Yeah.
D-Wade is out here now.
Then they trade away some heart, man. They traded away Richard Jefferson and Kay Felder to the Hawks for a pair of LeBron James. They did trade away for nothing.
Yeah.
But he thought Richard Jefferson might end up in Milwaukee.
Man, listen, that was so dirty. Especially after, like, do you remember that road tripping that they had LeBron on after the season? And LeBron literally says to RJ, like, hey, man, listen, you always got to go home here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the GM, you wrong. Loyalty on zero. I mean, we already knew LeBron's loyalty was on zero.
Yeah.
But, like, come on, man.
That's dirty.
That's dirty.
It's kind of a brand been built with the road tripping podcast and everything, and those guys. So now you got Channing.
What's going to happen with that now?
It's probably done.
Yeah, you're right.
Richard Jefferson and Channing are on different teams now.
Go ahead, just retire RJ, man, and become a color commentator for the Cavs as long as LeBron stays, man, and just keep the road tripping thing going. You got a good thing.
Yeah.
Or just wait for Channing Frye to retire.
Exactly.
Y'all can do it.
Because Channing made the show. I'm not here for it. I haven't listened to any off-season episodes when Channing was
I didn't like him.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
When they were trying to fill in with all these other goofballs.
Yeah, they're trying to make
you gotta have Channing Frye.
Trying to take it a little too serious now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Channing Frye, he adds that comic relief that you need. He
Absolutely,
makes it fun.
man. All right, man. So LeBron may sit out opening night. He's been battling that ankle injury.
Yeah.
So he might sit out the first game against the Celtics.
Ducking big dog by Reed.
I knew you would say that.
Ducking the big dog by Reed. I mean, I don't know if you've been seeing by Reed. And,
he's been balling.
Yeah, listen. And the thing is, he really is looking like a pure point now. Like
I want to see if he's going to make people better. I haven't seen any preseason.
Yeah.
I want to see if he's going to make players better.
I mean, 16, 10 dimes, 5 boards, 67% shooting.
So he's making it a point.
Yeah, he's making it a point
to
show that he's got a complete game. And like I said, man, I could see where LeBron could stifle his game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because LeBron just wants you to play a role to better fit what he needs.
Yeah,
and it's like Kyrie's like, yo, listen, I'm the man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I got mama mentality.
LeBron was ball dominant. He's very ball dominant.
Yeah.
So for Kyrie to be a point guard or a 2 guard or whatever he was, it's hard to deal with. Because that means you're catching and cooking. That means you can't really set anything up.
Well, and you know what? The hard part about that is LeBron is ball dominant when his game is on, but whenever he's off, he expects you to be on fire. Like he wants to just defer, and I don't want to say put it on somebody else's back, but he does kind of want somebody else to pick up the weight. And it's like, yo, if my game ain't clicking and your game ain't clicking, like, bro, you can't. Like, you've had me out of rhythm all night, and now, you know what I'm saying, your shot's not falling. You just expect me to just turn it on. It don't work like that.
Is it because he's too ball dominant you think he cannot allow another player to make everybody better?
I think it's that his entire career, teams have been built around him, and he's just become so used to that, and also wanting to, team up and get this all-star talent around him to where it's kind of become a handicap for him, where it's like, you're getting nothing but specific skill guys rather than getting all-around good players, because an all-around game doesn't really suit you. You want post-up shooters. Like, I mean, you saw LeBron told Kevin Love he moved to the center.
Yeah.
Not even the coach. LeBron told Kevin Love, like, hey, man, you're going to be playing center, right? Kevin Love's like, what?
The coach, right?
Yeah.
But see, the thing about this, too, with LeBron is a great point, though, as you made, but LeBron has always succeeded by having that one knockdown shooter. Yeah. Before it was Michael, what's his name, went to Florida? Went to Miami, the white dude.
Mike Miller.
Yeah. Then it was Ray Allen.
Yeah.
So it was like, who wasn't in Cleveland that one year? It was just LeBron and Kyrie willed themselves in that. Kyrie, like you said, just kind of gave the ball up, and Kyrie just cooked on games.
Yeah.
Last year they couldn't do that. I'm wondering how they're gonna get past it this year, man. But I don't know. I don't know if IT comes back. Maybe he can be that guy.
I mean, I don't know that IT has ever been a guy that was just, a catch and shoot kind of guy, though. It's like, he needs to have the ball in his hand, cook, get some penetration, create mismatch, that whole thing. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
That's what I said last podcast. LeBron got to do the dirty work.
He brought in nothing but slashers. D-Wade slasher. JR actually brought that up. He's like, I thought that I fit better in the starting five. Yeah. Just because, no knock to D-Wade, but I mean, he's not a perimeter shooter.
He's a knockdown shooter.
Yeah. JR's like, I mean, you got Kev out there. He's a knockdown shooter. He can, he can catch on fire anytime. Yeah. Crowder's a pretty good outside shooter as well.
Right.
Rest of those guys are slashers. D Rose slasher, LeBron slasher, and D Wade inside game.
Like, see, I'm with you on that. I don't think it's enough shooting, man. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think about. But back to Kyrie though, he did say that he's amazed to play for a real sports town. So Dwayne Wade and Tyronn Lue responded. What do you think about that, man?
Man, first of all, I thought that got taken a little bit out of context, because the way I understood what Kyrie was saying, it wasn't to dog Cleveland. It was more so to say, like, I'm playing in a city that has a very rich, sports history, with the Patriots winning. Celtics have done all that winning. I mean, the Celtics got, 11 chips?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're 13 chips, something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? They have these big powerhouse teams.
Heck yeah, when you break it down like that, man, Cleveland's been cursed. That's why it was so much
Indians,
of a thing when
Browns,
they won. Oh,
Cavs.
God. Indians blew a 2-0 lead against the Yankees the other night.
Browns are destined to lose forever.
Browns are going to lose forever. They might not win a game this year. They're going to go defeated. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man, like Cleveland's been, I think the Brown Stadium was built on a pet cemetery, real talk. Like, it's that cursed, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like Cleveland's been a vagabond of everything. So the only bright spot they had was when the Cavs won last year.
Exactly.
Or 2 years ago.
That was the first championship in 50 years?
Yes, man.
So I understood what Kyrie was saying. Like, Boston does have a very rich sports history. I didn't think I didn't take that as a shot at the Cavs.
You know how it is nowadays, man. It's clickbait, man. You see the headline and it goes on.
D Wade jumping all in it.
I don't know. What did Tyronn Lue and D Wade say?
D Wade said, I would never want to leave a place and then defecate on the place that I just left. And then Tyronn Lue's like, I don't know what he's talking about, but we got great friends. We got great fans in Cleveland, man. I love the support and the energy.
So that's all.
He gave the political answer.
Yeah, the political answer. But D Wade, you never left Cleveland. So let's keep it funky. When it's cold and you just didn't, they lost. Like, you might say the same thing too.
Right. You played in Miami and Chicago, my brother.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Right. Come on. And why are you talking about Kyrie, dog? You don't know nothing about Kyrie.
Hey, you got to jump on the ship, man. GM put the mortar out, man. He put the
I
email
guess so,
out.
Man.
Yeah.
Like, listen, all hands on deck, man. Destroy Kyrie at all
Absolutely.
costs.
We got to. But I think Kyrie, it's going to be a good game one. I hope LeBron's back for it. If he's not, do you think the Celtics win?
Yeah. Listen, if LeBron's not playing, because the Cavs have no chemistry.
Is it who's at home?
LeBron doesn't play.
Is that Cleveland?
Probably Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, just because they're final champion.
Okay, I don't fact check. Yeah. All right, man. So new Star Wars trailer drop.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Hey, man, I saw that poster. I got excited.
Yeah.
I got excited. Is Luke gonna be the bad guy?
Shoot, if it's 6 to theme, then he is gonna be the bad guy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm here. I'm happy about that. If that to be true.
I like the twist. If that's true.
I do. I still think our boy Finn's gonna make up something. Yeah, Finn's gonna come through. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a twist. I think Star Wars has one up their sleeve with that. But I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I loved the animation. I loved the Kylo Ren aspect. I loved seeing Snoke finally. But I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, when is it dropping? Ain't in a couple weeks.
Christmas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say a couple weeks out. So that's what's up.
I'm here for it, man.
I'm ready.
2 years. It's like 2 years went by quick too.
It did.
All right, man. Let's get into this F-free, man. So Tyrese versus The Rock, bro. Like this story took me by so much of a surprise because Tyrese didn't make any sense, bro. Like he didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
You know, like he's beefing because the Rock is putting out his solo project, Hobbs, which is a break off of the character that he played on Fast and Furious. And Tyrese is upset because he wanted all the Fast and Furious family to make the movie?
Well, no. My understanding was that the next Fast and Furious got pushed back so that way they could make the Hobbs movies. So Tyrese was upset about that. Felt like The Rock kind of threw them all under the bus.
And Jason Statham is going to be in it too.
Yeah, so that way they can make their movie or whatever.
Hey, look, man, The Rock's the biggest name. He might cut Tyrese from out the next movie.
Man, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, man. The more and more I see about it, man, I'm starting to feel like it's just promo.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's just clever promo.
Well, they showed the clip of The Rock talking about Tyrese's album, which was from a long time ago.
Yeah,
but everybody's pumping it like it just happened.
Yeah,
even if you like
Tyrese posted it.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fake because he said it was fake. It happened when the Black Tie album came out, which was like almost 3 years ago.
Right.
So The Rock doing it, and if you look at the video, The Rock's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
During that too, The Rock is brolic right now. You know, and he got the gray beard. I love the fact they're going back and forth, and Kevin Hart come in with his funny thing on it too, which is kind of dope. But you might be right, man. It might be promo.
I think it's just promo right now. Like, I think they're just pulling the wool over people's eyes, man. Keep people excited for the franchise. I mean, Fast and Furious is an economy in itself.
Once Tyrese said, you know, I'll put hands on you or whatever, it was like,
come on, brother. Come on, brother.
On,
man, listen, the photoshopped Forbes cover.
Yes. Then his wife is putting out stuff talking about I support you and all that. It does seem a little dope, but yeah, I mean, if you're Tyrese, take my words here, man. It'll get real dark real quick.
Right, man.
Leave that dude alone.
Yeah, just
leave
back
that Hawaiian alone, man.
Ain't he in Transformers, man? Are they not due for another Transformers?
Man, that Transformers was mud.
I haven't seen Transformers.
I haven't seen it either.
Shishi Labubu was in there,
and that was the last good one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. That was before he went crazy.
It was Megan Fox, I believe. Yeah. I haven't seen those
before he went nuts. All right, man. So what do we listen to?
Man, you know, I've been listening to some Anderson .Paak.
Really?
Yeah, man. And now also, of course, I was listening to Pac the Goat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get me in my vibes. Yeah, past that though, I haven't really been listening to much else, man.
Really?
I mean, except for my faves, of course. Going back to that Thundercat, I always listen to that.
Yeah,
that's pretty regular, man. Raph still. I think that might be my favorite song. My favorite rap song right now.
Really?
Yeah, I love Raph.
Okay.
It just gets my energy right. But yeah, man, listening to that Pac, man. Listening to No Worries and then listening to Malibu, man. I've been really getting in.
Malibu was definitely, and No Worries was dope too. And I listened to him on Rhapsody's project, was pretty dope. What have I listened to, man? Imani had a new one came out September 18th. It was pretty decent.
That's Joe Budden's boy.
Yeah. Okay, he can sing though. Yeah. I gave a chance to that We Want Smoke, that Hustle Gang mixtape.
Oh no.
Oh God.
No.
I'm a Tip fan. He was doing the whole thing with the boycotting, and I'm like, let me give it a shot. Maybe posting his little album. I'll never listen to it again.
Man, I'm gonna get to that Gigs too.
Really?
Yeah, we might have to review that Gigs, man. I'm hearing good things, man. I know that Batman you know what I'm saying? It's not your jam, but
it's crazy. I didn't even know you put a project out.
I mean, #1 UK goon, man. Hollow Man Gigs.
Yeah, we
can. Done though.
I'm here for it. We done now on your head top.
On your head top,
bruv. All right, man. So biggest news of the week, I should say, was probably Eminem dropped a freestyle dissing Donald Trump.
Yeah.
New album's coming in November. You got hyped for it.
You know what? That freestyle got me hyped for it or whatever. Just because I think that maybe we might be getting a different Eminem finally. You know, I haven't been here for Eminem's last couple of albums. I haven't liked Eminem since Relapse.
Yeah.
You know, even though I really like Relapse, people hate Relapse because of the accent or whatever. I thought he bodied everything on Relapse. I hated Recovery. Marshall Mathers LP2. I didn't think that was any good.
You know what? My thing on it, bro, was like I thought it was dope. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I think it's what was needed to be said by a white person.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
That's what added more sauce to it.
Yeah.
But I thought My Son's verse was much better.
You know what? When I listened to it from a technical standpoint, like even when I started hearing it, I was like, it sounded a little shaky. But I gave him more props on the content than, you know.
But even when the content, he's pulling it off, only he could probably do that.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, the bars were still there.
Yeah, they were there.
They were still there. You know, he was out of breath.
He was.
He was out of breath in a lot of that. I think that might have took away a little bit of the luster for it. But I hope that we're getting a little bit more introspective in him.
I think you get rid of that daggone beard. I need the beard to be gone. It looks creepy. You know,
but you're just not ready for Eminem to be looking like that.
No.
You know, somebody pointed out that the Mariah Carey spoof of Eminem
looks just like
him now. Yeah,
it's like when Jadakiss grew hair. It just doesn't look right. You know, like Jadakiss with the Jamie Foxx.
That still freaks me out a little bit. It's like, yo, why were you bald so long?
You got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like I said, I really enjoyed the freestyle. I thought he bodied it. I just think that people jumped on it so hard because it's him.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if you listen to my songs, even if you listen to my songs freestyle on Hot 97 he did last year or this year, it was very dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I like about my songs is he's holding everybody accountable. He's holding us accountable.
Yeah.
We gotta do better. And Eminem's was more so just like, which I thought was dope on his though. He said he drew a line in the sand talking about my fans. If you agree with him, then I don't want you on my team.
Right.
I thought that was dope. So I'm here for it, man. I mean, if an album drops, it's on that level. I
hope we get more of that. You know what I'm saying? Cut all the silly stuff, man. Like, where you been in?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, M gets low. Like,
he does.
Even during promo time, it's like you don't really see this guy.
Absolutely, man. He gets very low.
Yeah.
All right, man. So your boy Waka Flocka, man. He says this generation of rap is the best. The 90s old heads are outdated.
Agreed. Move on. The man spoke the truth.
First off, Waka Flocka is not really a rapper. I don't know. He is. Let me take it back. I see him do E3. He's a very big dude. Okay, that's first and foremost. And he had a lot of goons with him, so I don't want any issues. I'll probably be at E3 in a couple years. We'll be there. I don't want us to go viral on that aspect.
Yeah.
But I will say though, he said more in that than what it would. Like you click the headline and it's like, okay, 90s rappers are done. But from his era, he's supposed to say that.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have any old. You think about it, he doesn't sound like anybody from the past or anybody from old school. So he's got his own little vibe.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to say that. You know.
This is the one point that I don't think that he made, but that I've been thinking about for a while as far as like hip hop goes. Hip hop as a genre, we really need to start categorizing some of these different styles into subgenres.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what Lil Pump does and what Kendrick Lamar do are two totally different things. You can't just lump them both into being hip hop or rappers.
That's what comes with the debate though.
Yeah.
That's where the debate happens because you like even the guys that are like all the Drake clones.
Yeah.
Is it rap? Like Bryson Tiller, is he a rapper or a singer?
But you know, I feel like if you separated at that point, people wouldn't have a problem anymore because when we talk about 90s hip hop heads or whatever, and they're like, oh man, these new guys are garbage.
That's pure spitting.
Well, it's because of what their expectation of what hip hop is. But it's like, you know what? Listen, first of all, in music there are no rules. You know, listen, if you're putting out content, I don't care if you're farting on a beat. If people like it, they like it. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So with it, it may not be for you, but it's not for you to say that it's not any good just because it's not what rap was, or oh man, this isn't hip hop anymore. Like we need to get back to lyricism. Like no, we don't. You know, I mean, these kids are more than free to do whatever they want and express themselves creatively, however they feel like. But if we did start classifying this, like okay, yeah, this isn't what you're used to, or this isn't 90s hip hop. If he was trying to be a 90s hip hop rapper,
he would
this guy sucks.
Right.
But and for what's going on right now,
the turn up.
Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And other genres have had the time to actually classify themselves in subgenres. I mean, we don't look like digging a little bit deep here, but like you look at rock and roll, it's like man, you got classic rock, you got yacht rock, you got punk, you got progressive, you got metal, you got death metal.
Okay.
Like there's so many categories. Like you don't clump all of those sounds into just being rock and roll.
Okay.
Like hair metal is something completely different than what
I was about to ask you. That's a good breakdown because I was going to ask you like, do other genres have that?
Yeah, I mean even down to jazz, man. You got you know what I'm saying. You got like doo-wop or you know like all these different sounds, scat, all that kind of stuff. All falls under the umbrella of jazz, but they're classified as subgenres. Okay. And we really need that with hip hop. What happened with rap is it blew up so fast, and now we're getting music so quickly that it's hard to really even kind of go in those directions or place things in their proper box. But I think that once you do that, people will really get it. Like, oh, you know what? No, this isn't what I'm looking for in hip hop. This is something different, and what they're doing is fine.
Yeah, because what happens is when you got people like you said from '90s, and they look at the current stuff, they say they don't like it or they might break it down. Kind of like when you and I, you appreciate all music. I like '90s music, and I can.
You don't even like all '90s music.
I don't like all '90s. But I'm saying, but if you like music from that era and you're comparing everything to that era, you come off like a little bit of a hater because you're like, I don't like this stuff, and it's like it's not that I can't relate to it. It's not that I don't appreciate it.
But it's not a genre of music that you actually listen to.
Exactly. Yeah. But there are certain artists from this era that I love, like Travis Scott. That's my guy.
Yeah, Drake. I mean,
Drake. That's
I mean,
my
I know
guy.
you don't like trap or Drake, but yeah, I mean, for when he's on, he's on. Like,
right.
But what he's doing is completely different than what Method Man was doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that we need to classify it as such. I even think that we need, like, I mean, even in the '90s, we tried to. I mean, East Coast rap and West Coast rap was something completely different.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? G-Funk sound was something completely different. We need to kind of get back to that.
Yeah. You gotta do it, man. Good point. All right, man. So Chance the Rapper, tired of people speaking down on his name. He got on Joe Budden. So what is his beef with Joe? Joe said he wasn't independent.
Yeah, and then said he didn't like his music, or Chance is making all this soft music or whatever. And a lot of people in the industry have been throwing little subtle jabs at Chance for whatever reason. I don't understand the Chance hate, because it's like, dude seems like he stays in his lone lane. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, but it's like, why the hate for Chance? Like, he's not hurting anybody.
Because people think he's a plant. That's
cares?
why. Well, no, I'm with you. Who cares? But people think he's highly favored, and he's getting more passes than people that are not better than that people deem not as good as him. Or deem that they deem them better than him, so they're like, "Why is this guy getting so many chances?" You know, chance, hence the word. I think that's part of it. But I don't know. I'm with you on that. He's a positive artist. He's got a great movement. He's a humble dude,
and he can make good music.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like anybody else. Man, he does his own thing. Like, I don't understand the hate for Chance. Like, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sounds bad, but it seems like only the guys that are recognized or known haters hate on Chance. You know what I'm saying? Wale hating on Chance. Joe Budden hating on Chance.
Wale's been so low, bro.
Maybe that's best. Maybe that's best for him, man. Getting out of his own way.
That album was bad. But I haven't seen him on Instagram. I haven't seen him on Twitter. I haven't seen him on anything. Not you say his name. I forgot Wale existed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yikes.
For real. But I don't but back to Chance though. I do think that Chance he's gonna do what he does, man. I think he has a great movement. The kids love him. He makes decent music. Now, we both talked about this. We preferred acid rap Chance better than this one, but I'm here for this one. You know?
Listen, I'm still interested to hear what he does, and I mean, he still shows flashes of brilliance. I mean, I thought Ultralight Beam wouldn't have been nearly as good as it was without him.
Right, he should have kept it on his album. Though.
He should have. He should have probably kept it for himself.
Absolutely.
But, hey, man, I guess he felt like he had more of those in him. I want to hear. Pause. I want to hear that song, that full song with him and Daniel Caesar. Like, I'm looking forward to his next project.
I mean, the fact that he's tapping into people that are really talented dudes like your Daniel Caesars and things. So I'm here for it though. I hope he does do well. I mean, I'm rooting for Chance though.
Yeah,
I am.
absolutely.
Positive dude. All right, man. So Birdman actually resurfaces, says he's going to make sure Lil Wayne is straight, and will put up on the people getting in his business. Rick Ross actually responded saying Birdman is late and won't do anything. Yeah. Yo, they really don't like each other. You know.
Hey, man. Yeah.
And Baby is I get what he's saying, but he doesn't have a leg. And I still say it's Slim's fault. Nadir says it's Slim's fault. Okay, I still say Slim need to make it right. Somebody needs to be the middleman to make it right between Birdman and Wayne. He would have given him the money if he had it.
All Birdman, yeah, that's really the big thing.
He doesn't have it.
You know, I think that Birdman is in a little bit of hot water with the label, and he's trying to work that out before he can really hit Wayne off with what Wayne deserves. But maybe I'm just being naive, but I do believe that Birdman is going to make sure that Lil Wayne gets taken care of eventually.
I don't know, Kev. It's been a while, man. How long has Wayne been shelved now at this point?
I mean, it's been a while, but for me, that just tells me that more so their business with like Universal isn't right. Yeah. Because, I mean, really the only Cash Money act that's coming out right now is Drake.
Yeah, because even Young Thug hasn't even come out.
Young Thug's not even on Cash Money.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, he's on 300 with Lior.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Lau. So yeah, I mean that was just a partnership of theirs.
Yeah. So I think and with Drake, shoot, if I'm not mistaken, he's trying to get up out of there.
I mean, why not? You don't need a label anymore. I know he shows his loyalty to Wayne, so he probably want to stay with Young Money, but I mean, he has no outside of him feeling morally obligated. Right. He really has no incentive to stay on a sinking ship. Right. It seems like Nicki might be having a little bit of trouble. I mean, she might just be trying to weather the Cardi B storm. But it seems like she's having a little trouble getting music out there. Birdman announced last summer. He announced 3 albums that were supposed to drop of his own. None of them ever came, man. Yeah. Nothing ever came. Like he stopped. Matter of fact, Birdman actually disappeared for a while. I don't know if you peep game, but we hadn't heard from Birdman. He came back, man, took his grill out.
Well, I think he, I saw that. Yeah. I think, was he dating Tony Braxton?
Whites. Yeah, he's dating Tony Braxton.
I think with another thing with Birdman, too, though, is a lot of relationships he had with people, he burned a lot of them. Yeah. Like Manny Fresh is no longer there. Turk is crying on TV.
But it seems like him and Manny have made up, and they're doing a big-timer show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'd be good for him. Yeah. He got to get somebody in there to help him out because Birdman can't rap.
All you got to do is pay Wayne, man, and the wheel starts rolling for you again. Who would want to do business with Birdman knowing the way that Wayne is down bad right now?
This might be the second worst breakup than, like, The Rock was probably the first. Yeah. And this one might be the second because they were hot, man.
They were. But I've never seen a superstar it wasn't like Wayne just fell from grace, like he got silenced. I've never seen that.
Right. Yeah. No music, no nothing.
Yeah, and it's and the longer we wait, the cooler he gets.
And I think he's left to his own devices with a lot of demons he's battling too, because every time you see him he got the double cup, he looks like he's not a human. Like
he's looking rough, man.
He's looking rough,
He's
bro.
looking rough out here.
Like
but
rough.
I mean, he can
Yeah.
Wayne is like 36, 37.
Yeah,
like,
as much drugs and partying these days, probably like,
it was like
he's like dog years.
He probably about 55, 60.
Right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, something got to come from it. Like, even though we talked about Wayne being the hottest rapper at one point, and he got the torch from Jay.
Yeah.
And it's like he just, for him to fall off, like not even fall off, like you said, silenced.
Yeah, just completely silenced.
Just silenced and gone. It's sad, bro.
It is. We've never seen anything like this. So hopefully, Birdman, make it right. Make it right. That's all you got to do, man. People will forgive you. He doesn't, and I think he's got. I think he's gonna have to answer up to somebody at Universal, like, because those books were getting cooked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying.
That's what it was. The books were getting cooked.
Yeah, and
there might be some federal stuff behind it.
That's what I'm saying. I think that he's shuffling right now. So I do believe that he actually does want to make this right for Wayne. It's just that he can't. Yeah, he can't move that kind of money right now.
Right. All right, man. So amidst the controversy, Jay-Z is looking to buy Harvey Weinstein's share in the Weinstein Company.
Yeah.
The Weinstein Company ain't going nowhere. They changed the name. They forced him out.
The winner's Hove.
The winner's Hove. I would, I kind of would want him to do his own thing, but I'm okay with him taking it and buying this and just reshuffling everything and turning it into his type of company.
Yeah.
I would be there for that, because everybody was critical of him, saying he should start his own company, blah blah blah.
Well, it sounds like really what he'd be buying into is the infrastructure.
Yes.
I mean, when you've got somebody that already built it up for you to do what you want to do, why not just go ahead and jump right in rather than trying to build it from the ground up?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he had been working with them.
Yeah, and the thing that's crazy too is like people try to act like they didn't know what was going on. Yo, that's the whole term casting couch came about.
Wow.
You knew what happened. You knew what it was.
It's rough out here.
It's rough, man.
Yeah,
These girls, like, God forbid, none of my daughters want to be actors.
Yeah,
Andrew
Schultz.
Hey,
sons want to be actors.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh,
exactly.
Man.
Get out of that, man.
Schultz out here, man. Getting them cheeks pinched.
Yeah.
It's bad out here, man.
It's rough, man. I just hope whatever Jay does to it, it makes lucrative for him and just changes the culture.
Yeah,
because Jay, he comes in, he changes the culture on things, from the sports management to everything. And Jay's the GOAT.
And it seems like people like him. Like they like to get him in there, man, and move it around. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens. I'm here for it, though.
Absolutely,
I'm here for it. But yo, man, episode 92.
You know what, man? Actually, I have one more thing, man.
What's up?
I forgot to drop it on in there, man. But did you peep Shaquille O'Neal, man, coming for the legend Big Shaq? Dropped a diss record to the legend Big Shaq.
What?
Shaquille O'Neal, stop it, man. Stop hating on the youth, man. Let this young man shine.
I know he was hating on Dwight Howard, calling him un-Superman or something like that.
Yeah, that ended up in the freestyle.
Really?
That ended up in like he went over Big Shaq's beat.
Really?
And you know what I'm saying? And went in on him. I'm like, yo, how petty you gotta be, man?
It's Shaq, though.
I mean, first of all, the guy is playing a character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Island Records.
Right. Right. I mean, you're dissing the character, but I think he got in his feelings.
Yeah.
When he went and did Fallon, and the Roots started playing "Man's Not Hot" when he came out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
I think that got him in his feelings a little bit, man. 2 + 2 is 4 - 1. That's 3. Quick maths. I think that got him in his feelings.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, go check that out. That video is classic.
Man, yeah.
I don't know what's up with Shaq, though, man. The thing with Shaq, sometimes he takes himself too serious.
Coming off like a hater, man.
Yeah,
coming off like an old soggy hater at this point. Yeah.
Grow some facial hair, too. I don't like seeing Shaq with the blonde face.
Let the young boy shine.
Absolutely,
let him have his time, man. That was a funny skit, man. Just let him have it.
It was hilarious, though. It wasn't real, by the way, people.
Yeah, right. It wasn't real.
It wasn't real.
It was a joke.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It just happened to be fire.
That's funny, though. But Shaq and I want Big Shaq to drop a diss.
I might need a response from Big Shaq.
I need a response, man.
Yeah, not Roadman Shaq, man.
No,
Big Shaq.
No.
You don't know.
Yeah. But yo, man, I am Nadir.
This Kev.
Yo, we are GamesMusicLyfe, man. Drink more water, people. Episode 92
in the books.
Peace.